Welcome to Newsmax Now. I'm Rob Astorino, filling in for John Bachman. We begin tonight with the wildfires that continue to ravage California. Officials say the fire has doubled in size and has burned about 90,000 acres in the northern part of the state in just 1 week. 3,500 firefighters and 17 water-dropping helicopters continue to try and contain the deadly car fire, but so far they have only 5% of it contained. 6 people have died, including 2 firefighters and a woman with her 2 great-grandchildren. Joining us on the phone is Captain Scott McLean, a spokesman over at the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. Captain, thanks for coming on tonight. Now, these wildfires are just out of control with only a small area contained, and it's burned 90,000 acres, as I said, which equates to about 140 square miles. And the scorching sun, there's no rain in the foreseeable future. That doesn't help. How are you going to get this fire under control? Captain, how are you going to get that fire under control?
Which we're talking about the car fire?
Yes.
That's what you're reference to. I just got cut off, but we're good. Okay. The car fires, as you can imagine, you've seen and heard about the type of fire behavior that we've been having to deal with. Basically, just unprecedented fire behavior, very extreme. We're doing really good right now. The northwest corner of this fire has been giving us a challenge as we speak right now. But the other challenge was the southeast corner, and that's looking really good. And then the east side, of course, is looking real good into West Redding, and pretty much the same all the way around on the other edges of the fire.
How did the fire start?
Through some sort of vehicle maintenance issue. Basically, it started from a spark.
So right now, it's burning out of control. Only about 5% is in containment. As you look at the next several days, it is nothing but 100-degree temperature with bright blue skies, no rain in the forecast. You're not going to get any help there. What do you expect? I mean, how do you do this incrementally to actually bring this under control?
You're right. I mean, but let's look at the big picture, too. Look at all the fires that are burning in the state right now. So we have well over 240,000 acres that have burned within this last week. We have 12,000 firefighters out on the line. We've got other firefighters continuing to pour into the state as well as the National Guard. So it's a tactics and strategy aspect to these fires. We need to make sure that we get ahead of this fire. We need to make sure we pick those points where we can take a stand. An example in the car fire on Highway 299. I drove that area the other. They come and they go. They're very erratic, and that's the other issue that we've been dealing with. Did you see that video of the, we'll call it for better terms, the fire tornado on the car fire?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're getting and having to live through so many different types of weather patterns right now. It makes these fires extremely dangerous because of the extreme fire behavior that is being occurred by the winds, and then you add the topography, and you add the vegetation that is just so dry, it's so receptive to fire. Hopefully,
everyone else is out of the path of this fire. But for people who may have to deal with some sort of fire in the future, what kind of tip would you give them, for lack of a better word, to sort of get out of the way or prevent it?
You need to be prepared. That brings up a real good point. The folks, the public, have been asking us, asking us, what can we do for you, the firefighters? They want to bring us water. They want to bring us food, whatever it may be. You know what the biggest thing I would love to see is when there's an evacuation order, heed it, leave the area. The biggest thing as well, be prepared. Readyforwildfire.org has a lot of information on our website on what to look for, what to do, and how to be prepared. We've already had 8 fatalities of citizens in this state already this year due to wildfires, as well as 4 firefighters. We need to stop it. We need to stop it now.
Captain, that's a good point. When there's an evacuation notice, people should go and heed the warning, because if they don't, not only do they put themselves at risk, but they also put the emergency responders at risk, who may not ever be able to get to you. So just listen and use some common sense. But Captain, our prayers are with everybody in Northern California for this. May God bring some rain, and hopefully you get this under control. And thank you very much for coming on tonight. Stay safe, okay?
Thank you very much for having me.
All right.